Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Breed Middle School. My name is Miss Luff, and I'm the principal here at Breed. At this time, the inductees will be filing in the auditorium. Thank you. Please be seated. Tonight marks the third induction of the Spanish National Junior Honor Society here at Breed Middle School. This grew from the Spanish Society of Friendship Club just a few years ago. Before we begin, I would like to introduce the advisors to the society. Miss Magali Rowe, out in the back. And Miss Ara Ariste, who's in the cafeteria. At this time, I'd like to welcome some of our distinguished guests. We have two amazing guest speakers tonight, which I'd like to recognize. Dr. Maria Luisa Parra, professor at Harvard University. And Ms. Cristina Cortez. Also here in attendance tonight are school committee members Michael Satterwhite, Lorraine Gately, and Secretary to the school committee Mary Jules. And last, but certainly not least, our Honorable Mayor, Mr. Tom McGee, who will come to give opening remarks.
Thank you very much, Principal Loof, and glad to be here with all of you today, family and friends, but most importantly, the inductees into the Spanish National Junior Honor Society. Congratulations on your hard work and your dedication to learning. This is a big day, and as Principal said, this is the third annual event to recognize the great work that you students are all doing. So I just wanted to be here, give you well wishes from myself, from the city. I'm happy to be here with the school committee members as well. We're proud of the work you're doing. You make the city proud, you make the school proud, and congratulations. I know your families are very proud of you. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. At this time, I would like to ask Ms. Magali Rowe to come to the stage to give a history of the society as well as the goals of the program. Ms. Rowe.
Buenas tardes. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, bienvenidos. This organization, the Spanish National Junior Honor Society, is an organization from the American Association of Teachers, Spanish and Portuguese. So this is the oldest organization. It's from 1952. The purpose of this society is to promote cross-cultural acceptance and understanding in students of Spanish and Portuguese, and to encourage service to school and community. Esta sociedad fue fundada por la Asociación de Profesores de Español y Portugués. Es una de las asociaciones más antiguas, desde 1953. Y el propósito de esta organización es que tenemos que promover la aceptación entre culturas y entender que para que los estudiantes de español y portugués también podamos apoyarlos para que hagan trabajo comunitario. Entonces, este es el fundamento, y all those members are honors students. They work hard. They have the grades, the best grades in Spanish class, but also they do community service, not just in the school, but also in the community of Link. Basically, I am very proud of those kids who work hard, they deserve to be in this organization. And this is the third year that we have the induction ceremony. Todos estos niños son estudiantes, los mejores estudiantes de español, son estudiantes de honores, y ellos merecen estar en esta organización que es académica, y también para hacerlos tomar conciencia de que hagan un trabajo comunitario, no solamente aquí dentro de la escuela, pero también en la comunidad. Gracias.
Thank you, Ms. Rowe. At this time, I'd like to welcome up one of our keynote speakers, and that is Dr. Maria Luisa Parra, professor at Harvard University. Welcome.
Buenas tardes a todos. ¿Me escuchan bien aquí? Can you hear me fine? Thank you. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I want to thank the organizers of this event, and in particular, Professor Magali Rowe, for her kind invitation to be here today to join parents and teachers and administrators in this ritual of celebration. I want to congratulate each one of you, young women and men, on this special day of your induction into the Spanish National Junior Honor Society Chapter Rigoberta Menchú. Let's give them a round of applause. I know that important officials and administrators are here this afternoon, and we will thank you for your support. I am deeply honored to be here today and thrilled in many ways. Let me explain. It is a wonderful thing to look into the eyes of these students who have accomplished their goals as they are approaching the end of this important academic year. You are looking into the future, trying to identify, see as much as you can of the new pathways before you. We all think and react about the next steps in different ways. Some of us feel really anxious. Others take it easy. Others feel excited. The important thing to remember is that you have a box of resources and tools to sort out all of these next steps and tricks, surprises, and turns that life might present you in the future. You have your family, you have a strong team of teachers, and your friends. You have an education. A key part of this education, resources, and tools is your Spanish language abilities that are recognized today. An important and powerful tool to move you forward and make a difference at whatever school you are in the future and at your community. Today, you're capable of communicating in English and Spanish, in Spanish and English. You will be able to embrace your future, professional and personal, in 2 languages. In choosing Spanish, you have made a life-changing decision. In 1997, the great Latin American writer and winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature, Gabriel García Márquez, delivered a speech at the first international conference of the Spanish language in Mexico City. He said, and quote, "The Spanish language must prepare itself for a great task in this future without frontiers. It is a historic right, not because of its economic preponderance like other languages today, not for its vitality, but for its vitality, its creative dynamism, its vast cultural experience, its speed, and its power of expansion. Covering 19 million square kilometers and 400 million speakers by the end of the century, that was the 20th century. But let me update a bit Márquez data about the power of the Spanish language today. According to a recent report by the Instituto Cervantes, El Español Lengua Viva, 407 million people have Spanish as their mother tongue. If we also count speakers with different levels of proficiency and students of Spanish as foreign language, the number rises up to 548 million speakers. Spanish is the second mother tongue in the world by number of speakers after Mandarin. Because of demographic reasons, Spanish-speaking population is increasing, while the English and Chinese population is decreasing. Almost 20 million students are learning Spanish as a foreign language. If you speak Spanish, you can communicate with a third of the world population over the internet, and half of the population still using Facebook and Twitter. The number of scientific journals in Spanish included in the Journal Citation Report has also increased in significant way. If you read in Spanish, you can read and enjoy the works of literature of 11 Nobel Prize from Spain and Latin America. In the US, it's the most studied language in high school and colleges. It has more enrollments than all the other languages combined. You are most likely to be hired and get paid better for being bilingual. But I hope you join me on seeing the advantages of learning Spanish beyond professional and economic arenas. The opportunities that Spanish can open for students like you are not only at your job, but also, and perhaps more importantly, at your neighborhood and communities. Spanish can give you the opportunity to connect with 37 million Spanish speakers in the US. Latino youth is the fastest growing group in this country. They are your classmates, they will be your roommates in college, as Latino college enrollment rates are rising every year. They will be your coworkers, your friends, maybe your partners. We all have to know that Latino students, here present too, and their eagerness to maintain their linguistic and cultural heritage in this country is an example of what Márquez referenced to, the reference to the Spanish language vitality. This vitality means that Latino students and their families can be embraced as creating new possibilities for all of us. Let me talk about what I know best. The blooming field of the study of Spanish for Latino bilingual or heritage students has now 425 college programs around the country. Colleges and high school teachers want to serve these students and expand what they have learned at home and strengthen and empower their sense of linguistic and cultural pride. In recent talks I have given to language teachers in the US and in Mexico, it has been clear to me that teachers and school administrators from elementary to middle, high, and high schools are becoming aware of the importance and significance of Spanish and bilingualism as an asset in today's classrooms. Moving beyond the idea of home language maintenance as an obstacle for learning English. Research has shown us that Latino students are learning English. Research has also shown us that bilingual students perform at the same, if not at a better level, than monolingual students. But Latino students have shown us that they are more than good students to get good grades in standardized tests. They are students who know very well the meaning of resilience, endurance, motivation, and the power of their cultural heritage. Latino students' interest in maintaining their Spanish language as a heritage, a gift from their ancestors to be cared for and cultivated, brings into our classrooms the creative dimensions of the Spanish language and its vast cultural history that Marquez mentioned in his speech in Mexico City, and that we can all appreciate in these wonderful poster presentations that students have prepared. Latino students with families from different countries of origin in Latin America come together in the classroom. They bring their accents, their specific words, their dichos. They bring their own creative and communicative mixing of Spanish and English. They bring their own immigration story, their parents' and abuelitos' successes, struggles, and strengths. They bring their gratitude and their hopes, all in Spanish. A common question these days is, what is the future of the Spanish language in the US? Some suggest that the demographics are such that the Spanish language will be maintained even without new immigrants coming. Others see the inevitable assimilation of Latinos into the English language. I believe that the answer to that question lies in our students here this afternoon. What our students will do with the Spanish language in the future. As I come to the end of my words of congratulations, I want to acknowledge that our students here tonight are giving us the answer. At their young ages, they are setting up the paths to continue their linguistic growth, and most importantly, the possibilities of understanding and connecting with each other in English and Spanish. We can only commend them for this exemplary achievement and hope that they will keep spreading the good example and word to other students and future generations. Cross-cultural understanding and acceptance is greatly needed these days. So thank you to all of you for setting up the good example. As a way of ending, I want to recite few lines of one of my favorite Spanish poems, Proverbios y Cantares, and that has been recited to me by my father every time we talk about the future. Caminante, son tus huellas el camino y nada más. Caminante, no hay camino, se hace camino al andar. Wayfarer, the only way is for your footprints and no other. Wayfarer, there is no way. Make your way by going farther. By going farther, make your way. Felicidades, congratulations to all of you, and enjoy the celebration with the certainty that in embracing Spanish as part of your life, your steps can be taken now in 2 languages, and your caminos have intertwined possibilities of happiness and fulfillment, and doing some good in the world in English and Spanish. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Parra. At this time, I'd like to welcome Cristina Cortez, who will be speaking of the importance of Spanish speaking and identity. Cristina just recently received her master's degree in 2018 in creative writing and poetics at the University of Washington.
Good evening, faculty, friends, family, and students. Good evening, faculty, friends, family, and students. I am honored and flattered to have been asked to speak at this momentous occasion. The induction of this honor society shows Breed Middle School's commitment to helping its students become outstanding and contributing members of our community. Students, I congratulate each and every one of you on receiving this honor here tonight. By being inducted into Spanish National Junior Honor Society, you have shown your academic strength, integrity, and a willingness to learn and grow beyond what is expected of you. You are well on your way to becoming architects of change. You are individuals who can influence the world around you with the knowledge you possess. You might be thinking about what I just said. Architects of change, influence the world. I'm just in middle school, getting this cool certificate to put on my college applications in the future. And you're right, an honor like this isn't going to do anything for you, especially if you're trying to figure out who you are and struggling to do that. Figuring out who you are, identity. That's what I want to talk about with you right now. Let's have a show of hands. Who here has experienced the brunt of labeling or name calling? Yeah, me too. What is the first word that comes to mind when you look at me? There are many of them, but the most popular one is probably disabled. That's a big one. That label is ascribed to me because I'm in this wheelchair. Disabled as a label carries with it a set of assumptions that focus on inherent limitation. That's what labels do. They limit us. They cut us off from possibility. The people who often label us do it because they feel bad about themselves, so they make you feel bad instead. And that hurts. But what can we do about it? Do what I did. Turn the hurt into strength. Turn the negative into positive. I would like to take a moment to share with you an excerpt from my memoir, Unbound. I look up synonyms in Word's thesaurus for the word disable, and these come up. Incapacitate, restrict, inactive, deactivate, spike, put out of action, immobilize, stop. The dictionary is a collection of words defined by other words, used by people for communication and understanding in a language. Disabled is an adjective meant to describe a person that is deprived of the power to perform one or more natural bodily activities. This definition is precise and correct. It says what disability is, but when it is used as an adjective or a verb, there's a problem with the word disabled. The problem lies in the social implications of the extended definition and its related words. If taken apart, disabled means not able and negates ability, leaving no room for improvement. Society defines me as disabled because I can't perform some activities without devices, like my wheelchair to move around, or computer programs with synthesizers to read and write. Words can define me, but what matters is how I define myself. I might be defined as incapacitated because I can't walk, but I move from place to place with my wheelchair. I might be defined as restricted because I'm wheelchair bound, but I go anywhere and everywhere I choose. I might be defined as inactive, but I live an active and productive life. I might be defined as deactivated, but I am full of energy. I might be defined as a spike in the side of those next to me because of my bulky wheelchair, but I am not. I might be defined as put out of action, and that implies being benched from life. But I don't stay put. I move from project to project and always achieve. I might be defined as immobilized, but I mobilize people to go after their dreams. I might be defined as stopped, but I'm unstoppable and live my life without limits. I share this with you to show you that other people's words and opinions about you only have power over you if you let them have it. Let me repeat that. Other people's words and opinions about you only have power over you if you let them have it. The struggle to define yourself reminds me of the tagline of the CW channel, Dare to Defy. Yes, dare to defy what other people say about you. Dare to be yourself, perfectly imperfect as you are. It's hard, but hey, that's life. Be proud of your imperfections. They are what make you, you. When you really embrace who you are, then you will be living up to the honor of your induction here tonight. And now, students, you are ready to change the world because you know who you are in your core. As part of the Latino community, you can say to the world, I am here, I am powerful, and yes, I can. Estoy presente, soy poderosa, y sí se puede. Thank you, gracias.
Thank you so much, Christina. What a powerful message that was. At this time, I would like to welcome the Superintendent of the Lynn Public Schools, Dr. Patrick Tutwiler, to say a few words.
Good evening. Good evening. Some people know me. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, great. This is a celebration. I have to tell you, I was a high school principal for 8 years, and each of those 8 years, we held honor society ceremonies where we inducted students into that society, and none of them were like this one. And so on that note, I would like to thank Ms. Rowe for, number one, bringing the Spanish Honor Society to the Breed community, but then keeping it at a level that is so, so high. So thank you, Ms. Rowe. And I also have to say, on that high level, the students who are being inducted, the expectations will be high. I can't tell you how active this group is. Everywhere I look, I see the red shirts. They are everywhere. So get ready. And to the students, I congratulate you. This is a wonderful evening. Being inducted into the Spanish Honor Society is a big deal, and you should be proud, and we are here to celebrate you. But I want to make sure that you understand, or that you know what this really means. In just a few minutes, you're going to recite an oath, and you're going to receive a certificate. But as our two guest speakers really talked about, it's more than just membership. We want you to make your membership in the Spanish Honor Society functional. We want you to live that membership, and by that, we mean continue to be committed to your studies, particularly about the Spanish language and Spanish-speaking cultures, and then we expect you to be leaders in the school community, and beyond. We want you to live your membership as Spanish Honor Society students. I congratulate you all, and we're just so proud. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Dr. Tutwiler. At this time, I would like to welcome up to the stage the current officers of the Spanish National Junior Honor Society, President Amani Benwadia, Vice President Bernardo Sanchez, and officers Leilani Eth, Esther Paley, Jocelyn Solis, and Mariela Corzo. At this time, would the inductees please rise and come onto the stage? I'd also like to welcome up the current members of the Spanish National Junior Honor Society to stand up here as well behind the new inductees to also say the oath. And now here is Armani Benwadia, the president of the Spanish Junior National Honor Society.
Ahora vamos a guardar silencio. Esta es nuestra iniciación, seria y significativa. Escuchen todos con cuidado. Esta es nuestra madre vela. Nos sirva cada año, representa la inspiración.
Como ejemplo de inspiración, repitamos las palabras del poeta Núñez de Arce, que escribió el poema Excelsior, todos juntos. ¿Por qué los corazones miserables, por qué las almas vilen en los fieros combates de la vida, ni luchan ni resisten? El espíritu humano es más constante, más se levante. Dios puso el fango en la llanura y puso la roca en la montaña. la blanca nieve que en los hondos valles desciende ligera. En las altivas cumbres permanece inmutable y eterna.
Cada uno tiene una velita en la mano. Esta simboliza nuestra carrera en la vida. Así, sin arder existe, pero no vive. Esta velita está diciendo, si me queman, vivo si no perezco. Ojalá nuestras vidas nunca sean velas sin arder. Ahora vendrá cada uno de ustedes en turno a esta madre vela, para recibir de ella la flama simbólica, la llama que simboliza con su calor la inspiración hacia altos ideales. Ustedes repetirán juntos el juramento de la sociedad, frase por frase, todos. Como miembro del capítulo Rigoberta Menchú, prometo dedicarme al estudio de la lengua española con el fin de dominarla algún día, recordando que una lengua puede ser un lazo fuerte entre personas de distintos orígenes, de raza o religión. De mi patria, prometo promover la amistad y el entendimiento entre ella y otros países del mundo. Es mi promesa y mi juramento. Ahora cada uno apagar la llama de su velita. Todos. Pero nunca la de su espíritu. Recordemos esto. Guarde cada miembro su velita como recuerdo de nuestra iniciación en sociedad. Amigos, por la autoridad que me concede de presidencia del capítulo Rigoberta Menchú, yo los declaro miembros de este capítulo. Pasen ustedes enseguida para recibir en turno su certificado de manos del Dr. Patrick Tutwiler y de la directora de Breed Middle School, señora Julie Loof. Después irán a entregar a sus padres su certificado de felicitación. Gracias.
So we're going to call one by one, and after we hold the applause for at the end, okay? The first girl who is going to be inducted is Elvira Zacarías. Jenny Merlos.
Please hold your applause till the end. Thank you.
Camila Almario. Reina Cajigas. Ashley Peña. Nelson de León. Bethany Rout. Janaisi Morillo. Armeli Baez. Rafael Ortiz. Citlali Martínez. Radachel Coley. Caterín Zavala. Dorali Cruz Méndez. Cristian González. Dervin Burgess. Walter Benítez. Emma López. Nadia Segura. Aaron Tomei. Solange Peguero. Destiny Buta. Cristina Gilmain. Christopher Vides. Eliani Sánchez. Yorleni Maldonado. Samantha Liu. Nico Pasarielo. Adeisha Castillo, Jimena López, Catherine Orellana, Mariah Genti, and Bernardo Sánchez. Now, un aplauso. Okay, the all members of the Spanish Honor Society son los miembros antiguos. Puede pasar a su lugar. Muchas gracias.
One more time, let's hear it for our inductees. Before we close the ceremony, I would like to invite up the members of the Honor Society that are in our chorus. So would you please come up here, our chorus members? This is a select group of our chorus. We have an amazing chorus here at Breed, the best in the city, in my opinion. And this select group is going to sing a song for us.
Watch me for cutoffs. In Flanders fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks so bravely sing and fly. Scarce heard amid the guns below, we are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie. In Flanders fields, in Flanders fields, and now we lie in Flanders fields.
I want to invite all of you for the reception. We have an international dinner. Tenemos una cena internacional. Thank you very much to every single parent that they came today, they cooked for us, and I got the time to talk to all of you, and I say, let's go and celebrate. This is amazing that you kids, we have in the society few role models. So these role models we need to celebrate. Gracias. Hablé con todos los papás y les dije, vamos a celebrar que sus hijos son unos modelos a seguir. Hay pocos en la sociedad, así que los pocos que hay que celebrarlos para que se multipliquen. Así que gracias por cocinar para todos. Vamos a la cafetería para la cena. Let's go to the cafeteria for the cena.